So,
ssbm is really bringing out the best suggestion so far.
hmm?
We give it to Eddie, but just to make sure we really fill out our block like we meant to, Eddie has to play out unranked, and that's a real grand finals. Makes a lot of sense.
Hmm, maybe.
Geo,
Yeah,
Steech, and Eddie, a three-person FFA. Chat's really thinking it through.
no more
I like
creative than
it.
us.
Um. Anyway, so what are you gonna do? What's going on?
What? Oh, I advanced you.
Oh, what's Steech feeling? The
I mean,
emotions.
he kind of knows. Like, I'm looking at like the earlier chat logs. He was like apologizing. I don't know why none of them brought it up. Like,
Oh, so his earlier opponent said he was lagging.
yeah,
Interesting.
I don't. Guys, by the way, do me a favor and like, please bring it up whenever there's like a lag complaint because like I will make the executive decision to make the experience as smooth as possible for everyone. But I can't know that if you never bring it up to me. So please let me know. This is my least favorite part about TOing is the fact that like sometimes I have to do this, but like it's better that you tell me instead of like saying absolutely nothing. Just please let me know.
Well, we got Gio versus Eddie. Yay! Yay!
Hmm.
And I'm excited to watch that. I promised chat we were going to talk about the game.
Yeah, this is Grants. Of course, we have to talk about the game.
We're going to talk about the game. We've had a rough go at it. Honestly, this has been a rough one. This
Yeah,
West Coast has been. I
but,
don't want to say the
it's
word.
all our fault. All right, let's give ourselves a little slack,
No,
Blur.
it's not our fault at all.
Yeah,
It's the
like
player. It's the people. It's the children. The children are our fault.
literally the children.
It's not our fault.
Like we were going off during Eddie versus Aura. Like that was some good ass melee that we
That
were
was fun.
watching.
We had a good time.
And then we saw we were watching Cell versus Haunter. I was like,
Hey, I'm sorry that took us out of it. I'm sorry.
it just happens. But we're definitely going to be seeing some good melee right here between Null and Eddy Mexico.
All right, sick. We have a good set coming in.
Hmm.
So what happened last time was that Eddie would do these like aerial combo, like he would like do like full hop forward air into down air into all these stuff. Like Gio would actually not know what to do. Like he tried to run up. The end of the set was he tried to run up under it and do an up smash.
Yeah, like
It's
I
actually
actually
off.
saw like there was like a mid-set adaptation, like I think either during Yoshi's or FD, where he started to just like run up shield underneath Eddie, and I was like, I like that a lot. Like you're literally making him
That's
work for it.
that's way better. Like
Yeah,
way.
as opposed to like, sure, there might be some counter plays, but like it's better than just getting hit. Uh,
Right.
so
And actually, the first stock he took was also another full hop that landed in the stock. So I think if Gio figures that out, he's gonna like that's gonna like really break open the set for him.
mhm.
Um, but you know, other than that, I mean, Eddie's hitting really hard. This is maybe a full stock here. Holy smokes!
So,
Zero to death. Oh my god, zero to death.
not
Very
bad,
nice.
Eddie. Not bad.
Not bad at all. But you see these full hops, he's just kind of getting away with it.
Hmm.
And it's
Oh
interesting
my
to watch.
god,
Oh my god,
that
80
killed?
dude, Fox killed at that percent? That was like 70 pre-hit.
Yeah, that was
Kidding me?
crazy. Yeah.
Luigi's really light. Damn.
Hmm.
Decent sharking from Null.
That's what you gotta do in this matchup. If your sharking is not good, guess what happens? Luigi just reversals you like that. So,
That's how he
that-
beats the flop. That's another thing you can do. You can dash under it and then hit him with your back air. You know? You guys make sure you space and are spaced perfectly and are accurate. That's one of those things that like where accuracy really helps against Luigi.
Yes.
When they're just like kind of flailing around, you're like, if you have the accuracy, like they can't get away with it because he has no drift to be able to dodge you. If
Yeah.
you're perfectly accurate.
For sure. Getting that sweet full on bear damage, doing really good. It's like one thing. Oh.
It's like
One
the
minute.
same thing as it's the same thing as like H-Box's rest in a way. A very similar vibe.
It's like a very charismatic rest from Luigi. Sure, you can. Oh
Now,
my
smash
goodness.
multiple.
That's huge.
Luigi, character who can't really get anything off his own power shields.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up as like, I wonder if there's ever been any scenario where Luigi gets anything off a power shield.
No, definitely. That's like, it's pretty useless for him,
I would
actually.
love to see one instance, just one, where like Luigi's power shield was actually even remotely useful.
Yeah. Probably
That-
against, of course, projectiles, but we're talking about ground moves. It's like, yeah, that's nothing you can, it doesn't really do anything.
Even against projectiles, it's like, what is it gonna do out of shield? Wave dash in. I guess.
Same thing it does every other time.
Yeah.
But now there's a projectile going against them, so I guess that's something.
Yeah, actually, now that I just said that, that's actually a pretty good option.
Yeah,
But
but for ground moves, it does nothing. It's
yeah,
pretty useless.
yeah. Like I'm not talking about defensively out, by the way. It's like, oh, you power shield jab to like grab the. No, I'm talking about like in terms of like reversals. So
Yeah.
I wonder if there's ever been any instance of that. Either way, Gio looking mad good.
Look at that. Gets the shield grab there.
Mhm.
A high early aerial from Gio. Here we have him going 45 degrees up. Still goes up. Let's see if he goes down now. Oh, Eddie tries to read it.
Mhm.
Still really good damage. Eddie misses though. That one was actually pretty simple there. But nonetheless, Eddie's still keeping it up.
Finally calls out the straight in angle. I mean, there's definitely like a limit of how many times you could get away with going for that.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna work the first 3 times, but after that, it's like, you gotta stop. Oof, that shine. 1 pixel away. 1 millisecond away. And, oh, this is gonna hurt. Dude, it feels like Eddy somehow hits harder on Dreamland that, oh, dude!
How did that fireball miss? It expired at the perfect moment.
Gio is getting his blessings right there.
Saving Gio's life.
Doesn't it feel like Eddy somehow hits harder on Dreamland than he is on FD for some reason?
I think he might actually.
That kind of that makes no sense.
It does make no sense.
It's like, I don't know. I guess he's just super comfortable with the stage.
Do you agree that Dreamland is like Eddie's best stage, like universally? Like
I
it
would
feels
say
like,
so.
For years, it's always been like that.
Yeah, I would definitely say so. Oh my goodness,
Invisible
that's
ceiling.
absolutely invisible seals. I wonder if there's a point, because like we're always surprised by this. I wonder if Eddy like purposely plans for
He
it.
knows. I think he knows. You
Yeah.
play Luigi long enough, and you're like, oh,
You guys think this is surprising? Oh god.
oh my god,
Dude.
that chat was actually smart too. He
Yeah,
should have gotten the
that was, I love the idea. It just didn't work, but like I see what he was doing.
Yeah,
I respect it.
good try.
Yeah. I think what makes Dreamland really strong for Eddy is just like the survivability. Like, dude, like what percent was he at last stock? I was like 150 something. And it's like here, like he's pushing it as hard as he can, you know? And like, you know, at some point you're gonna get the misfires when you're sent off stage that many times. And like, you know, the disparity of hitting the opponent isn't like that much longer, you know? Like you're still killing Fox mostly through edge guards and like flow charts. But
Space
as
affairs.
I say that, Gio looking very strong, but you know, deceptively, it's so hard to punish Fox's tournament winners, especially when he's fading back immediately. Like, it's not hard to punish a Fox tournament winner if he's drifting forward, but when he fades back, it's actually like low-key impossible.
Well, especially because you're worried about ledge dash. So like you're naturally gonna be spaced farther away.
So it's like, honestly, it's like maybe something that Spacey might
Be able to just do.
but it's like actually like a
like-
pretty good ledge
Like
option.
like the waveland in place down, like SFAT does a lot. It has a similar concept of like, oh, they're spacing around ledge dash. I'm just gonna do this. But actually, I find that much easier to hit than
Like
the-
tiny winner.
Yeah, like, that's way harder to hit. You know?
For whatever, because like they also have the option to just re-grab the ledge or like land on stage. That's what makes it tricky, I think.
Yeah.
Man,
And they're
this
also
is.
not stuck.
Mhm.
Like when they waveland down, they're kind of stuck there for a second, you know?
Yes, yes. And damn, looking pretty good for Eddy Mexico. Or not
For
Eddy
yeah,
Mexico,
I
for
mean, yeah,
for Geo. And for Eddy Mexico, it's looking really bad.
it's looking terrible. But it's gonna go back to Dreamland. He has a set to play with, so maybe he can make a bit of a comeback. He was hitting pretty hard. It's a shame about that fireball, but I mean, I don't think that's what's happening. I think the main thing that's happening is that Geo's getting under his full hops and hitting him
hmm
with back airs. That's like the
hmm
number one thing that's changed up the tempo, it feels like.
hmm
So
So, ugh.
I don't know what you're supposed to do though, because if that's like, I guess he's just gotta like F tilt more, probably. Like beat the fox running in a little more.
I mean, maybe it's also like Eddie's not as warmed up. Like, he did have to wait a little while in
He has to wait
between
a while.
that winners finals and like now grands. And
Yeah.
maybe he was watching the
But
debacle that was happening. So,
but Geo's like full hopping now, you know?
mhm.
It's like
It
very
also
different.
is not helping Eddie that Gio is like playing the matchup way more correctly than he was in winners.
Yeah, absolutely. He's full hopping. He's like,
As I say that, he gets hit by that nair. But
I mean, yeah, sure. But as long as it doesn't happen too often, like it's gonna happen sometimes.
mhm,
As long as it doesn't happen too often, and you're, winning the overall juggling war.
mhm.
Fox, of course, has the kill power to make it very much in his favor.
Mhm.
Oh, look at that space outside the wave dash. I can't believe Eddie bit there.
I
I
will
thought
say
Eddie would know
is
better.
actually, if there's one weakness Eddie has that I still exploit to this day, is that something he can't just help himself. Like
Yeah,
more often than not, if you're like slightly within his way dash range, he
he's just
will
gonna go
bite.
for it. Yeah.
But that was a crazy punish string right there.
I just feel like all Luigi's kind of have
Yeah.
as a general habit because they're like, it's wave dash after the time, like or
Wait,
wave
dash,
dash
dash,
down smash.
smash.
Like they're in perfect range. I can't not do it. This
Yeah,
is
I mean,
my whole
it's
identity.
yeah. It's like how like, Marts can't help it but to dash back grab, and
Yeah,
it's like the same thing here, you know.
yeah, it's very similar. Foxes can't help but nair sometimes. Like
Mhm.
it's just like this is like why you start with a character. Like back when you were a noob to now, and it's like it never truly leaves you.
Yeah. You know, Gio has said himself just like how much he hates nairing in, but every once in a while, he can't help himself.
Hmm.
It's like the EV of nairing in is actually like not good in the lost spots, but it's like, okay, last time, last time.
Right, right. And it'll hit this time.
After that, never again. Uh, but
Look at these back airs. That's the big
dude,
difference.
yeah.
Like, he's just crawling under him.
Mm-hmm. He knew
Oh,
it.
shield grab.
This is
Yeah.
why you nair in.
But in fairness to him, like he was at least cornered.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, like he was in a really bad spot
Mm-hmm.
as it was. Should have just grabbed ledge and ledge dash, but that's what Fox should always do.
Yeah. Oh, well, when you're in this spot
Oh,
as Eddie, I personally try to fight it out, but there's like always that pragmatic side of my head where it's like, dude, it's just better odds if I like don't win this game and like actually try to win the next set.
yeah, I always think you should try
Mm-hmm. But
because you
it's
never
like,
know. 3-0 comebacks happen.
yeah, but it's like, shouldn't I be up 2-0 in the reset rather than be up 2-0 here when it's 2-2?
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
Like,
I get it.
like it's like a losing game strategy to try to like reverse 3-0 right now, And then
Depends.
like,
Depends, right? Because what if you know, try to reverse 3-0, lose game 5, but then win the first 2 games of the next set, right? Like if each game is an independent result, which they are in terms of like
yeah,
your win rate, then going for a win every time is correct, right?
yeah. Well, before we talk more about this, we do have some ads to show really quick. Most
Sure.
notably, the SoCal Arcadium, as well as the New York local which Iggy will show in a bit, since we do have a little bit of downtime since Smash.gg takes a little while.
Ready? Man, hold it down. This territory is yours to defend. So if you're gonna step up, better fight until the bitter end. And stay cloning and scratching, grinding to be the best. You think you nice? Let's put that fucking ego to the test. I'm going hard to prove to y'all I do what I say I can. Brothers is having a hard time with who I am. The game is off balance, then that would be me. I put the work in, so all of my talents is OD. Shake the room when I step in. Throw it up for New York and the X, what I'm reppin'. Put up those negative vibes at the check-in. I'm coming for your money and more. I want the glory, so be ready for war. This is when I'm on the attack. Happy feet, wombo combo, homie, where is you at? Ready for war. You're messing with the beast from the east. You better come correct to learn to love the taste of defeat. Ready for war. After this, I'll be on the grind. It's neutral fortified by battle in New York state of mind. Ready for war. I'm coming for your money and more. I want the glory, so y'all best be ready for war.
Ready. As you may know, if you are SoCal and you are not ranked, you've never been ranked, you can enter the SoCal Melee Arcadian 2022, which is happening this Sunday, May 1st, 2022, smash.gg/SCA 2022, hosted in the UCI venue. So it's going to be a dope-ass event. It's going to be streamed on Top Shelf. If you're in SoCal and you're not entering, or you're not even, participating in some way, watching, playing friendlies, you're missing out big time. And I recommend that you enter and play if you're in SoCal, especially. So, Blur is away for a little while since he went to the restroom. So, gotta be filling in. Those were really good adaptations Gio made, although it's also possible Eddy just wasn't warm. And so if you're an Eddy fan, I would not lose faith at this moment. It's just set one. He's gathering data. He might win it. So we'll wait for. We'll see, because there's also a lot of good punish strings that Eddy was going for, but was just so slightly off. And I think now that he's a little bit more warmed up, now his back's more towards the corner, I think he should be a little bit more prepared.
Oh,
Nah.
wow. Anything happen?
Yeah, just chilling the SoCal Arcadian.
Nice.
You should stop by if you want, you don't have to compete, but maybe commentate a little, maybe just spectate. Maybe even play friendlies. Maybe even have a thug finals against the grand champion.
Maybe. I think about it. If I mean, I'm only like 10 minutes away from it, so.
Yeah, what You're so close.
I am pretty close.
Yeah, support your locals, especially Arcadians, because they're tight. And yeah. What was the last thing you said about the concept of maybe you should throw instead of trying to make a reverse 3-0?
Well, it's just that if every game has an independent win percentage, which they do, then it's always correct to try to win every game. So let's say your odds of winning a game, any given game is 50%, right? Mm-hmm. Then you should try to win every game, because you could do the reverse 3-0 comeback, which is 0.5 to the power 3, right? Mm-hmm. So 1 out of 8 times you will make a 3-0 comeback, mm-hmm. and you could try to win the second set, mm-hmm. and which would also, you'd have a 50% chance of winning that, because it's a new set, right? So it's pretty much always optimal to keep trying. Now, there are other human factors, like if you get exhausted or tired, if you think that'll be a thing, but then you shouldn't train yourself to account for those things, I think, because mm-hmm. better to like because you're going to be in situations where you will be tired anyway, and
Yeah.
you're gonna have to learn how to win that way.
Right.
Like
And
it's important to
I
know it's important to win in those situations.
right. I mean, I'd say personally, like I don't try to throw because it's just out. Oh no, Gio. I don't personally try to throw. Like I will try to make a reverse 3-0 every single time because it's just more so out of principle than anything else. It's like I just like even if it might make more sense to throw, like I'm not gonna do it. Like this is just against my moral values to like throw. Like I have to, but I've always cause like what if it's like Puff Peach and you're down 0-2? Are you really gonna like? You really wanna try to reverse 3-0 that?
Yeah. I still say the answer is yes, but
For sure.
anyway, Eddy played it out, and now had a good 4-2 lead, and it's kind of gone away.
It's evaporated.
Evaporates so quickly.
Yeah, holy. Gio's turning it up.
Backs up with
And he
the
clipped the
cycle.
double jump.
Oh my god.
And
Wow, see, it's
oh,
you just gotta stay grounded. Oh my god, what a great angle! What the hell?
oh,
What sort of notch was that? I'm not
damn.
even, that angle was insane.
Oh, but that edge guard, that's also insane. And
What? What happened to him? That wasn't even invincible. What happened to him?
ask Eddy.
I think maybe he just got weak back here and it looked weird.
Yeah. Oof. Oh, that back to had to be a mistake, I think. Oh, unfortunate that F-tilt traded. Now we got a tight last stock. And Gio not biting. His juggles have been looking really good. But until that moment, I feel like the up air was really greedy. And he misses ledge dash. Ah.
He was so good with contesting Luigi's full hop until this game. Last set he was so good at it. What happened? I mean, it's really hard. You have to be precise.
Mm-hmm.
It's
But
literally accuracy training, you know?
he also like, kind of just threw away 2 of his stocks. Like he side B off stage randomly and he misses ledge dash. It's not looking good, but I think Gio can shrug it off.
Yeah. I mean, I think just like retap into whatever was working a second ago. Yeah, the full hops. Do some of those.
Yeah. Whopping's pretty good, but
It's not anything that Eddy hasn't seen before. You know, that's one like it's a good strategy, but nonetheless, like it's not like Eddy's not gonna be prepared for it. So you kind of have to like on the fly figure out what his answers are. You know.
yeah. So, a little bit of karma from the last game.
Big for Gio though.
Yeah.
Tries to up tilt Luigi's full hop. Like, I really think that just run up shield and back air space is like the only thing you should be really doing contested.
Yeah, I mean, it was working well last time. I don't know why he stopped doing it. I mean, if I could give a little bit of insight, as to why sometimes like we don't do the perfect game plan, is because like if you want to win against like floaties like Luigi, it's gonna take some time and discipline. And definitely a problem with me is that I'm not always disciplined. Like part of the reason like I kind of struggle versus floaties at the moment is because like I need to maintain this for a long time and accept that it will take time. And it's like sometimes I don't like accepting that. That's like, dude, I'd rather try to take some shortcuts, some risk. And I do wonder if Gio is facing that problem where it's like, the run up shield, he knows that's the correct answer. But, there's like that slight shortcut that's significantly more risk, but can instantly kill. That was weird. I do wonder if there might be some impatience going on.
For sure. And I mean, like, I think at least the up tilt, there were periods where it was trading or working well. So at least he's had like a mixture of success with it,
Oh.
just with anything else but those two other options. Okay,
Damn.
wow.
Geo
Well done.
misstepped one time and he died for it.
Yeah.
Like that all started with the double jump fireball and then kind of like that greedy flop up there. And probably going to be an even game. Yeah.
Geo
Alright.
really needs this game
Yeah.
if he wants to stay in it.
Like he did 3-0 Eddy, but like I don't think that's gonna happen again. Like I don't. It is so much harder to reverse 3-0 someone once they kind of get their set 1 warm up. So what's gonna happen?
Ooh,
Oh
wow. That was
damn.
hard to DI. To be fair to Geo, that was like it looked like bad DI, but like that was very difficult to determine which side Eddie was on.
Mm-hmm. And yeah,
Like
that was like a really hard read from Evie to like expect the well, it might be reactions, I don't know, but like that was really impressive coverage.
for the side B, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of the common last stock Fox things that they do.
Mm-hmm.
But that was really good. In situations like that, the only thing you can really do, I feel like, when it's that ambiguous, is just DI up and hope you live. You don't know if you're going left or right. Like I felt like that down air as was happening, I genuinely had no idea.
Yeah, I mean, this is looking very poised for Eddie's first big TMT win. That's always he's had it coming, you know.
He's so sick. He's up
But
2-0.
we can't count out Geo just yet. I mean, like last I checked, he did 3-0 despite what I said earlier. Like it could still happen, and but
Eddie's hitting too hard now. Eddie's hitting too hard.
I did feel like a big thing that held back Eddy the first set was like he kind of just looks a little rusty, like he's not hitting all his punishes, and now it's like, dude,
Yeah.
what? He's 0 to death Geo so many times off of like one small reversal, one small precision error, and damn.
Great up smash by Geo to beat the ledge cancel. Oh, Geo's scrapping with Luigi now. It's never gonna work.
Yeah, scrapping of a character with great lasting large hitboxes, that's not gonna end well for one character. Damn. Eddy is doing so good.
He's hitting really hard. It's very impressive. Geo's
And,
trying to full hop. Hey, a little bit of an air train.
One
That's
there.
how it works.
But great SDI from Eddy.
If Geo can land like an up smash right now. Oh, look at that. He just did it. Run under and back air.
And then
Oh, he
misses
tried to
jump
up
cancel up smash. Yeah.
That was definitely an up smash. We've seen it before. I actually think it would have hit too. So that would have been like a huge game changer.
And of course he gets a misfire and edge cancel it, because of course.
Of course, in the most important moment.
It's like, you know, Eddy is so good when we're not even surprised by the edge cancel. Because like, remember there was like a huge period of time, it's like, oh my god, I can't believe he edge cancels it. It's like, now we kind of expect it in some ways.
I mean, dude's a master. Oh, can't
man.
work, dude.
Damn. Damn. That trade was good for Eddy.
Wow, Geo's had some unfortunate things happen in this game. To win it, he's gonna have to really dig deep.
He's gotta play his position right. He cannot afford to be impatient for even one position. This is what he needs.
He's Fox. He's foxing him. He's foxing it. Oh my god.
Dude, Geo, no, he rolled up when he just needed to tap it in with another shine.
A little tap in.
And
Look at this set, dude. He literally had the best position possible for his character.
and then he's running into the unbeatable move. He's looking beaten. He's looking battered. But Geo, I don't think he's heard no bell just yet.
Yeah, up smash. Still in it. Like last I checked, like he could just get one of those shines just like he had a second ago.
But you're not doing yourself any favors when you're entering there. And that bear that Eddy finds, responding back with a clean 3-0. Congratulations to Eddy Mexico, winning TMT number 75.
Good Eddy win. So badass.
Badass. Oh, he's had a long one coming.
He has.
And
Sick.
sucks for Geo to come in second, but hopefully you could learn some stuff and like I feel like right now we're kind of entering like a little bit of a floaties renaissance, don't you think, Blur? Like all these puffs, Peach.
The pendulum has swung back for sure.
Yeah, because like I feel like during the Slippy era, like it was just only
It was
fast fallers and like with
so
mix of Marth and Sheik, maybe.
yeah, yeah.
But like now we're seeing the pendulum swing right back to the floaties' favor, and we gotta respond back. They're responding with hard hitting punishes. We're kind of a little impatient right now. We're gonna do something about it.
Sick. All right. Well, I had a lot of fun. So
Yeah.
a good
Uh,
TMT.
it's been TMT week number 74. Godspeed to how we've done it this far. If you can, vote for me for Summit. Uh, if you could spare any dollars, any votes, appreciate it tomorrow. I'll see what happens by tomorrow morning, which should determine who gets in. So that'll be fun. That'll happen around noon PST, PDT, one of those.
Good luck,
Uh,
Kodo.
yeah, I'll see.